I would love to hear you share your voice. Like, what do you think about all this? Yes.
I can totally get everything you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually coming into a moment where I'm realizing that I take on too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a women's studies major here at the university, and I just went through a crazy year where I put on so many responsibilities just for that reason, and I really feel like so many things I've done are to support others and help the world, but essentially I can't do that if I don't focus on my own personal growth and my own personal health.
Yeah.
So this is why I came to this, because I want to find more ways to, let go of all of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. My situation is I am applying to grad schools, and I have a little kid also, and so going to college and having a kid, totally difficult. Doable, difficult. But I took 7 or 15 to 18 hours per semester for the first 2 years or so, and I'm a senior this year, but I did that so I could take 12 hours and have a light load, right? Like, that's the minimum full-time load that you can have, at least where I go. But now since I'm going to grad school, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I should do an honors capstone and put more work, and then maybe I should volunteer somewhere. Because, now I have more time, but then it's, all this mind stuff that I shouldn't have to, and I should only do what I really feel led to do. But you totally have that sensation.
Right.
Also, we're talking a lot about putting a lot on our plates and stressing out over that, but it's also the case when you have a good amount of work, but you stress over doing it just right.
Right.
I mean, that was my problem a lot of the time, is wondering what other people thought, if they looked at my work, if they looked how I was speaking or dressing or whatever. So I think a lot of stress also comes from that too.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. When I was in college, I was such a perfectionist that it would sometimes literally take me 2 hours to write the opening paragraph of a paper. Yeah. And amen, right? And through the process of learning how to calm down and ditch my inner perfectionist and counseling and all that stuff, now, I'm a writer and I could write an article in a day. And it's just because it's fun for me now, and I'm not trying to obsess over it and be perfect. But that took a while.
I feel like one of my biggest problems, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way, is I feel like I have forgotten how to relax.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel guilty when I do relax. And I'm like, I'm getting this done. And then it's like, it totally defeats the purpose of trying to relax. And it just stresses you out more.
This semester I took 19 credits and I was freaking out. I got 2 B's and I was really upset about it. I started crying. I was like, who can believe this? People get C over time.
Yeah.
So I'd like to dovetail off of what the young lady over there said about helping each other and being more open and honest with each other. Because I recognize that perfectionism is it's our own issue that we have to choose to kind of rise out of. So I don't look for excuses, but I do realize that there are factors that kind of lead to this. And I know I'm proud of where I came from, but I come from a perfectionist parenting style as well. The pressure that's you have to be this, and this, and you have to be able to, accomplish so much in your lifetime, and we're living vicariously through you, so you have to do A, B, and C, and I was kind of raised to not relax. Anytime that Mom ever finds out that I'm out with my friends at dinner for an hour because I desperately needed to get away from a textbook, I get crap for it. It's well, why weren't you studying? Well, because I was studying for the 4 hours before that and trying to work on 4 different projects at the same time. And so we have to learn to accept that it's okay to relax and not to let other people influence that in you. And to also realize when you have had enough and accept the idea of maybe seeking help somewhere.
I just graduated college and I was at the top of my class as well. And it was all past senior year. I had these crazy medical issues that all of my doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong. I had horrible stomach pains that were doubling me over. I couldn't eat anything or couldn't keep it down. And I can't sleep, so they put me on sleep medicine. That didn't even help. And all this crazy stuff. And the day after I graduated, almost all these symptoms went away. Because I finally walked across. I finally did my diligence. I finally did what I did. But now it's coming back because now I'm thinking about grad school. Is my resume perfect? Is it going to be, am I getting the right things? And I'm so glad to hear and see so many other women that are sitting in these chairs. They're probably going through the same thing and knowing that there is hope, that there is something, and that I just need to because we're already so wonderful.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
This is our story, the collective story of rising women leaders nationwide. We lead by example to break the cycle when we give our voices to the world and each other. You are not alone. We are never alone. Thank you for listening.